Hello, we're Team 33334E from Crown Point, Indiana, and this is how we could double the average human lifespan using math. Our team saw the patterns of genes in the bowhead whale, and we wanted to use a type of science called biomimicry to implement it into humans.
But first, let's talk about what biomimicry is. Biomimicry, as defined by the Biomimicry Institute, is a practice that learns from and mimics the strategies found in nature to solve human design challenges. In simpler terms, it means that we can use designs that the Earth created to help the world become a better place.
This drew our team in because of the many inventions created by it, such as the spiderweb glass, bullet trains, and down feather insulation. By looking at these different inventions, it made us realize we could use biomimicry to solve a problem humans were having.
Consequently, our team came to the conclusion of fixing the issue of humans' relatively short lifespan. When our team saw this problem, we immediately looked at different animals to see how and why they lived for so long, such as the immortal jellyfish, red sea urchin, and the bowhead whale.
But before we get into our idea, let's go over some animals we looked at. The first animal we looked at were the red sea urchins. The reason we didn't stick with this idea is because their long lifespan mainly caused by complex immune system genes and their strong outer shell.
But the second animal we looked at was the bowhead whale, which can live up to 200 years. The reason they can do this is because of the CDKN2C gene, which slows down their cell division, making them live longer. The way it does this is by interacting with the CDK4 or the CDK6 proteins that the cells use when multiplying.
The reason we continued research on the whale and not the sea urchin was because the sea urchin's genes were much too complex compared to the bowhead whale's much simpler genes. In multiple studies, the gene has shown to regulate tumor growth when cancer cells in mice were provided with it. This means that we could use the CRISPR gene therapy to allow humans to live up to 200 years.
But this isn't a perfect solution, because there are multiple side effects of slow cell division. For starters, your body is going to be a lot slower. It'll take longer for you to go through puberty, longer for hair to grow, and longer for cuts and wounds to be healed.
There's also the question of ethics, using genome editing since your genes can be passed on to your offspring. But in the future, if you're willing to live your life slowly and not be a risk taker, you could have your lifespan possibly doubled. But before we end this video, let's talk to someone that knows a lot about bioengineering.
Hello, Anthony. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, that would be great. My name is Anthony Godoy. I have a bachelor's in mathematics, and I'm currently working on applied math projects involving renewable energy production.
That's very impressive. So, Anthony, our team was wondering what you think of using CRISPR gene therapy and math to increase the human lifespan.
I think that the biological modeling could be very complex, and it would involve many variables, but it could be feasible so long as you involve the whole map of genes involved with longevity, especially the ones involved with metabolism and thermoregulation. But as you said before, there could be a lot of cons involved. It could double the time for puberty to happen, probably longer to heal from environmental damage like exposure to UV rays and other carcinogens, and probably issues involving the regulation of body temperature.
But given the proper testing, do you believe that it would be possible to double the human lifespan?
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible given proper testing and accurate modeling. I think it could be increased or possibly even doubled.
Right. Thanks for the interview, Anthony. Hope to see you sometime soon.